Thank you for coming out today. It's very hard to do the speaking engagement. Usually a lot of people ask me to speak and I'm like, yes, 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 yes. I knew a little bit about Bhopal, but I didn't know a lot about what had happened in Bhopal. I couldn't do the march with you. When you walked around, it's really hard to talk in front of bodies and in front of these coffins. It's really hard to do this. I have been trying to stop BU from doing a Bio-Level 4 laboratory. For those who don't know about a Bio-Level 4 laboratory, there are 4 levels of laboratories throughout the city of Boston and Massachusetts. 1, 2, and 3, you can go to the hospital, you can get a shot, you can get a cure, you can go home, everybody will be all right. With the Level 4 lab, we're talking about the plague, the bubonic plague. They want to put this in Roxbury and in the South End. They want to put anthrax, Ebola, hemorrhagic fever. For those who don't know what hemorrhagic fever is, these are airborne diseases. We don't have to make love. We don't have to kiss. We don't even have to know each other. All we have to do is breathe. We have folks who are dying from asthma. We have folks who are dying from cancer. We have folks who are dying from tuberculosis. There are tons of illnesses that we have here in the U.S. What the government wants to do is bring these diseases into our community, not just Roxbury and the South End. It goes 10 miles. We're talking Waltham, we're talking Swampscott, we're talking Wellesley, we're talking West Roxbury. They want to bring this in our community. There are no cures for any of these diseases that they're bringing. We are trying to be proactive. We don't want to be this way. We have seen how the government acts. Did we not see how the government responded to Katrina? How long did it take for them to respond to those residents in Katrina? How long do we have to watch people's bodies float and lay on the ground and die due to the almighty dollar? Now we can give our hands up. Is anybody giving up? Or is people going to give power? Show me your power. Show it to me. Everyone put your hand up and show your power. We are the ones. It's no longer we leave it up to Bush. It's no longer we leave it up to the mayor. It's no longer we leave it up to Kennedy. All the people in power want this laboratory built in our city. We elect these people. We invest in these people. When do we take the responsibility to say we will not support someone that will kill another human being? If we all left here and we went to another part of the city and we killed everyone there, what would happen to us? How many years would we get? How in the hell do you wait 22 years later and people are still dying? What does it take? We saw people in Katrina die. We saw how the government worked. You see Danvers. We don't even gotta go to Bhopal. Look at Danvers. They said, oh, don't worry, honey. It's not toxic. It's okay. If that's the goddamn case, then why can't we take out our pens and drink the ink? If it's not toxic. We have to start relying on each other. We can no longer rely on the man. The only way the man exists is if we let the man exist. We have the power. At the Biolab, we have Kennedy, we have Carey, we have Capuano, we have Mamonino, we have the Attorney General. All of them are for the Biolab. Why? $20 million for 20 years. We will be known as the national headquarters for bioweapons research. Where did 9/11 people come from? Where did they come from? Tell me. Where did the people that got on that plane, where did they come from? Talk to me, people. Where did they come from? They came from Mission Hill. Mission Hill. Does everybody know where Mission Hill is? In JP?
Yeah.
That's where they came from. What are we hiding? Can't nobody see us? They came from here and they went there. We are not out of the picture. I've been watching people as they walk past. They're like, leave them alone. Look at them. But you know what? What goes around comes around. And we have to make it go around faster. We cannot let these large companies eat us alive. It's not fair. It's not right. How many bodies do we have to see before all of you are standing out here? Just think in your mind, how many friends do you have? How many friends can you talk to that can disinvest in these companies? We have to be our own organizers. We have to be our own fighters. We have to say, we will not take it anymore. I can't hear you. We cannot take it anymore. What?
We will not take it anymore.
I can't hear you.
We will not take it anymore.
This is not just the one-day thing. It can't be. The Million-Man Watch, the Women's Watch, this walk, the Rosa Parks walk, all this walking. It's a one-day thing. Then everybody goes home. I did my deed. No, the hell you didn't. This is just one day to bring out information. You got to go home and strategize who you're going to tell and who you can get to disinvest from these companies. We got to figure out as a group. I know a little bit, you know something different, you know something different, you know something different, you know something different. Let's get together. If government can come together and fuck us, then we can come together and fuck them.
Yeah!
We have to do it, people. We have to come together and not take it any longer. Because whose fault is it if we don't do it? Whose? Ours. Goddamn Skippy. Whose fault?
Ours.
That's right. And we have to carry that with us, and we have to take our responsibility where responsibility lies. If we know that we cannot no longer look at the big government anymore, and we're being kicked out of our own community, just because we've done a little something in jail, you've done your time, you can't get a job no more. We can't take these. We got homeless people out here. We got people building houses, but we can't afford to get in there. What are we doing? We just sit back and we watch it. Don't let TV make you numb. Don't let movies make you numb. That's what it's doing to us. We see something that happens, the next thing it's on TV, and then it just don't numb. Then when you hear something else happen, oh yeah, I heard that happen down in Texas. Oh, we're becoming numb. We really are becoming numb. And that's what the man wants us to become, is numb. Where we don't feel anything, and it's just, oh, by the way, 22,000 people died in Bhopal. And then we go on with our day. We can't do it any longer. And it doesn't take a multitude. Safety net consists of 3 to 4 people. We've been fighting for 5 years, and now we got hundreds of people. It doesn't always take a crowd to get something done. It takes determination, and it takes your heart. And God knows that our heart now is becoming numb and is drying out. Every day, when we can walk past something like this and laugh and keep going, that's drawing our heart more and more. We can't do it. All we have now is this. If we can't never think with this or speak with this, then we're screwed. We're right there with the man. You might as well go get a job with him. Go work with him. Go eat with him and his family. That's what they're doing until we realize and take control of our own mistakes that help them do what they do. What? So I just want to say thank you very much for inviting me to this. And I just want to hear one more time, just one more time, are we going to let this continue? Are we going to let this continue?
No!
Are we going to take responsibility?
Yes!
Are we going to take responsibility?
Yes!
Yes, we will take responsibility. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do some chanting. Gee. I think I'm going to Austin, that's right. I worry about you, so I'm
not in New York.
take care of yourself. We'll disperse if that's the case.
There won't be any
But there
problem.
probably won't be.
But also, before you leave, please sign